This video is sponsored by Whale Street. Whale Street is the DeFi engine that powers NFT economics at a massive scale. It engineered B20, the largest ever NFT bundle containing 20 Beeple NFTs, fractionalizing it into the B20 token. The B20 buyout bundle option is now live. Anyone with 5% of the overall supply of B20 tokens can now bid to buy the entire bundle. Check it all out at b20.metaverse.fund. Thanks for the sponsorship. Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So I'm at the DappRadar website and I'm looking at the top blockchain games. And the reason for that is we've seen over the last couple of days a massive uptick in the usage for Alien Worlds. So Alien Worlds is an idle game running on Wax. It's not even really, well, it's not finished. I'm going to say it's not really finished yet. It's definitely not finished. But we've seen, let's go and have a look here. So we can have a look here at this little sort of graph will kind of show us what's going on. We'll actually see it the last 30 days, maybe it's a bit easier to see. So we can see here, if I switch these ones off, and we can see just the number of users. So we can see a month ago, in mid-March, we had about 12,000, this is daily active unique wallets. And we can see it's sort of steadily going up, at a sort of a kind of a regular rate. And then we have here on the 5th of April, we have this really big shift. So we can see sort of the gradient of the graph sort of goes from sort of that angle, whatever that is, I don't know, 5 degrees up to 20 degrees. We can see a very definite change going on here. So we go from at that point it's about 24,000 daily active unique wallets, and then the next day it's suddenly 34, 40, 44, now kind of 50, 52. So we can see a very strong change in direction. And what's happened here is there's been they've announced that Binance is doing a sort of a yield farming deal. So there's a token, the TLM token, which sort of underpins the entire game, and now you can kind of yield farm that within Binance. And obviously that's made a lot of people interested in the game, because if Binance get involved with stuff, people are obviously a lot of people have Binance accounts, so that's kind of increased a lot of interest. Obviously, also people think that this token is going to be very valuable in future, because there's this Binance things going on. They've also made some announcements about the game, that the token is actually becoming available on the Binance Smart Chain and on Ethereum. Previously, it's just been a Wax token. So they've kind of like been announcing sort of cross chain functionality. That doesn't really affect the game. The game is still sort of just running on the Wax blockchain. There's not been any announcements that the game itself is going cross-chain, but just that the tokens are. And so there's other kind of stuff, there's other kind of elements of the game sort of going to go live at sort of more kind of space exploration and PvP and stuff like that as well. So people are getting sort of interested in it from that point of view. But the thing sort of is interesting to point out that so now over the last 30 days, there's been almost 100,000 users. I guess whatever you think about Alien Worlds as a game, and it is, I guess at the moment at least, fairly limited as a game. It is a sort of grindy sort of game where you don't do anything. It's an idle game. You basically go and mine some tokens, and you have to wait for a certain period of time, and then go and mine some more. There's not really much to do. You can buy different NFTs to make your mining more efficient. But that's where we are with that at the moment. But it is the first game to get to 100,000. Kind of lifetime users. So actually, even over the last 30 days, we've got pretty much 100,000. And obviously, the game has been around for a lot longer than 30 days. If we look at the all-time figure here, we can actually see DappRadar started tracking this back in mid-December. So that is a good kind of headline, I guess. The first blockchain game to 100,000 users. This is on chain, obviously. Some other games potentially. I don't think any game, not even some of the other popular games that have off-chain activity, would have had 100,000 kind of lifetime wallets. The one thing I would say, and I don't have any detail on this at all, is it's not very clear what level of bots are involved with Alien Worlds. Sort of my gut feeling is that sort of chains like Wax, which is based on the EOS blockchain, tend to have a lot of bots on them. Obviously, you don't have bots on Ethereum so much because the gas fees mean it's very expensive. It's not to say there aren't bots or haven't been bots on Ethereum, but it's just a different. It's just much more expensive to run. So I would imagine a certain amount of this activity is people just running bots now to because basically it's very simple to just kind of effectively you're yield farming these tokens just by having bots going through and just automatically kind of hitting the refresh button whenever the timer goes down. So I would think a lot of this is from bots, but equally, the kind of counter argument to that is you're always going to get bots on blockchain. On any blockchain dApps or games, you're going to have bots. I mean, you have bots on normal games, as I would call them. so it's that's not a surprise. That's not necessarily a negative. You have to designers have to be very careful to design around bots, because particularly when you're basically allowing people to sort of mine currency that then can be kind of basically just dumped on a marketplace for other crypto, you have to be sort of careful how that's going to play out in the long term. I think I've seen a lot of games, certainly running on EOS, their economy at some point just blows up because of the amount of bots taking value out of the system. So you have to be careful with that. But we will see what happens with Alien Worlds. Anyway, that is the headline. Thanks for watching. This is Blockchain Gaming World Daily, our daily slice of what's going on in the world of blockchain gaming. Please subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and see you again soon.